What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Blind Sample Showdown. Last week of this round, I'm going to fill in the slot for the final four. And you're like, hey, there's only two of you. Yes, Bobby is stuck a little bit at work. This is, he let me know earlier, but he's thinking 15 minutes maybe.
15 to 20
So
minutes,
15, 20 minutes. So,
is what I'm thinking. For him to get doing what he was needing. As everyone can see, I'm still unwrapping samples because I didn't open them. So I
this
need proof.
this man didn't even cut open the
I didn't even cut
box.
open the box.
He's doing it right now. This is a true player right here.
I don't cheat.
Yeah, Martin's getting flashbacks.
I am solely on the telephone tonight, so I will not be able to see any comments.
I do put them up on the screen, so if you
I
can.
know I can
Okay,
see them.
so I don't get them all because it's kind of difficult. Sometimes these Cathys in here get a little chatty. But
Oh man, we're ready though, dude. We're ready.
anyways, so this
Let's
is kind of
let's.
crazy. Zach, if you do move on,
It's an
that means
all
it is
Texas.
all
It means
Texas.
Texas. Texas wins.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, crazy. Yes, Brian. Hey, how you doing, buddy? He let us know he's traveling for work and he's got a new boss and he's kind of delayed a little bit here. But he is about 15 minutes, maybe 20 from start time. So we'll see.
He
We'll
said,
see
"Buy
him
me a
here
little bit
shortly.
of time." That's what he said. He said, "Buy me a little bit of time." I was like, "Cool,
Yeah, we
I
haven't
can
done
do
that
that."
before on the show ever.
2 hours, 2.5 hours is a bit much, man.
uh, it's all right. It's all right.
Oh, God
It's
bless,
it is
man.
it's incredibly difficult to get. I mean, first of all, it's incredibly difficult to get a meetup of or 16 people together, scheduled, all of that stuff, and then when you start, um, adding extra things in there and stuff like that, yeah, it gets difficult, and I get it. Um, and I know he's working. That isn't the question because he told me he was going to be doing the show from Texas.
He's here.
Because yep,
He's
so he had to go
he's
down from
he's
work. So
he's
that's
in
even crazier.
Texas.
Hey, Sugar Kitty, how you doing? That we possibly could put all Texans in the Final Four, and the one Midwestern is in Texas right now for the competition. It's crazy. Ooh, here we go. Zach, you feeling confident tonight?
I like the look of that sample. I like the look of that sample. I like.
Thanks
I
there,
like.
SR
I,
Williams. Appreciate you.
I'm
So let me run through real quick, see who's here. We got Spicy Strawberries, the first comment in. How you doing, Spicy?
awesome.
Whiskey Addict Mike. How you doing, bud? Whiskey Franco is here. Who else we got? Brian F. Barbells and Bourbon. And speaking of Brian, I am having a little taste of the Frank August sample that you gave me.
Hey, let's hear about that, dude. Y'all had the meetup this weekend.
We did. It was
Looked like y'all had a good time.
we we had an all right time. I mean, it was just all right. I don't know how you couldn't have a good time. The people are just awesome. Everybody was great. Meeting everybody for the first time in person is cool. Um, Adrian is a little bit shorter than I anticipated, even though I knew how tall she was. She told me, but she's fantastic.
Yeah, we
Brian,
we, we
he was
saw we
cool.
saw we saw her there
Everybody was great.
with her J's on, her matching J's.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, man, it looked like you guys had a good time, dude. That was
we
awesome.
did.
How
We
was the
did.
tour?
Actually, really good. Um, hey, Travis, thanks for joining. Um, so the tour was really good. She was good at it. She has done it a few times. She kind of had her whole thing right. They were not a working distillery yet, so you don't get to see any of that kind of stuff. But you can see where they have everything kind of laid out. There's tanks and distills in there, and all that plumbing is all in there, and they're getting close to ready to go.
I gotcha.
But the only thing that I thought was a little, and I don't want to say bad, but tasting at the end of the tour was a lot. There was a lot of. I mean, it was a two-sided piece of paper, and I think each
Oh,
side had the first side had like 5 on it, and the back side had like 9 on it. And then at the end of the actual spirits, they went into the liqueurs. So I mean, there was a lot of stuff to taste, and obviously, you don't drink it all. You know, it's a
you
quarter
can't.
ounce pour. No, and you can. I mean, it's fine. You can do that. You're not tasting anything after the first page. So
On those types of things, I always like pick and choose the things that I want to try. I get selective on that sort of stuff rather than just doing the blanket.
wow, my man, Martin is getting whoa. Um,
If you
that's
didn't know
kind of how
Martin
I
was
played it.
mildly creepy before this, like then you had been watching.
Oh, we got Tony's in the house. What's up, Tony? He's not stuck in the field yet. That's good.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I see, Brian. I didn't even taste any of the liqueurs. Didn't even. I flipped my glass over when she got to that part. I didn't want any. Not something I'm into. Creeping. Oh man, here we go. Here we go.
Oh man.
Uh anyways, yeah. So it was cool. Like I said,
Yeah.
the only thing was that maybe the tasting at the end might be a little much, but I get it. They want to get you, a good idea of what their range is, right? Um, there was one bottle in the distillery that I wish they would have had in the tasting because I would have really liked to have tried it. It was $170 experimental rye, and I don't know. I kind of wanted it because it's a malted rye, and I
Uh-huh.
at $170, I'm like, it's a little harsh to take a punt on.
Yeah. I mean, but if you like their other stuff, then usually it gives you a little bit more confidence to take those chances. So
Yeah, and I haven't had enough of their stuff to be okay with it.
I love that comment because that's where
Yeah,
y'all went the last time that
that is where we went the last time.
well,
Martin, the only
that's
thing
funny.
only thing Martin dumped out was the vodka. Okay, I did try it. Obviously, flavor wise, vodka is not much there, but definitely mouthfeel is a thing with vodka. If it's a good vodka, there will be some mouthfeel to it. Travis, yes, Bobby did get held up at work a little bit. He will be here shortly. Yeah.
Dude,
Caesar says the same thing. He wanted to try that farm rye.
yeah, that's wild, man. So is the malting of the rye the experimental portion, or did they do something else?
I don't know that. I would assume so because they don't really um like they have their wheat whiskey and they don't malt any of that.
Okay.
Um they have I believe from what she said, if I remember correctly, they just buy their malted barley. Everything else is from the farms that they deal with.
A lot of people do,
Right.
don't have the
Yeah. Well,
facility. You
because
don't
they
have
have
the
a malting facility is a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. You don't have a if you don't have a malting facility, then I mean,
That makes two of us there, Randall. All
oh,
good. For
what's up,
those of
Randall?
you just joining, Bobby is stuck at work a little bit. He will be a few minutes yet. So,
Hmm.
and I think what I don't even
Give
it's
me, give
10
me, give me
after.
1 second. I just got a text message. I'm
Yeah.
gonna check this. Okay, hopefully it didn't kick me out.
It didn't.
Okay, fantastic. He is on the way back to the hotel now.
Very good.
They are very close to the hotel, so it should not take them 10, 12
All
minutes.
good. We'll get into the cartoon conversation here in a moment. Yeah, I don't. So as far as buying, like that's the thing. I don't know what their experimental part is, Travis. Like maybe they experimented with malting the rye themselves. I don't know. Which that's a whole. I mean, that's a whole big thing, and I get
Maybe they
time and
just
all
didn't
that
make a
stuff.
lot of it. Maybe they just didn't make a lot of it.
And yeah, they probably did not make a lot of it. I do have a buddy that bought one a couple weeks back. He hasn't opened it yet. So had opened it and told me that it was fantastic or
You probably would
definitely
have
worth
bought it.
it, I would have bought it without a question. But Randall, I am drinking a sample of Frank August, and I'm going to assume it's cast strength. That's at 119.4. Frank August single barrel.
Cool.
Adrian, how you doing, hun?
Okay. This is killing me. The humidity ruined the cigar.
Yeah, actually, Ryan, that's a pretty good point. Also, though, well, yeah, Great Northern volume is probably less than Journeyman, I would say, for sure, actually. New Riff's volume is quite a bit higher, but um, yeah, that actually is a really good point.
Sure. I'm going to be right back. I let this sit outside for about 5 minutes before it came out, before I lit it, and it ruined this. So
So now I have to entertain these people.
what?
Oh boy,
Literally, I'm running, and I'll run. Okay. If you don't want,
you're
I won't
you're
even turn off the mic. You can still talk to me.
you're good, buddy. No worries. Alex, thanks for joining. So I've had some 95 malted, 5 barley. '95 malted rye, 5 barley, malted barley. Yeah. At that point in time, I'd be curious as to why we're putting the barley in it. You already got the malt, the enzyme from the malted rye. Oh no. How low is it, Martin? You've been drinking it too much. Man, that was fast. Look at you.
I just ran in there, flicked open the fridge, and was like, okay, which one?
That's crazy you keep yours in a fridge.
I have the thermoelectric ones.
Yeah.
So it's not actually like a refrigerator, which actually robs humidity from the air. So no, I mean they're. I bought them. They're cool, you know, but nothing beats a good old frickin' big Tupperware, man. It
See,
just,
and that's what I use. I use little ones. I have 3 little ones because I don't. I mean, obviously, I don't smoke a lot of cigars. I mean, you
yeah.
smoke probably in a day what I smoke in 3 months. You know,
I mean,
so
it is what it is. But I mean, it's ease of use, honestly. You know what I mean? Like I could just put them in there, throw a big boat in there, and it just works.
here we go. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, Chris? Italian Cigars wins this battle no matter what. That's a true statement.
That is a true statement. I liked it. I like it. And we will talk about that when Bobby gets on. For those of you who don't understand what that means. Well, nice. Did you talk about it at all? Talk about the distillery? Ryan, yes, there
Mm-hmm.
is. Where are we got here? Yep.
Well, if just in case, if I have any bad cop left, what was bad cop?
not you.
Oh, well, at
So
least it
the
filtered right.
Bad Cop is that barrel pick, Great Northern Barrel Pick.
Oh, yeah. I
The
got you.
guy
I
who
got
owns
you.
the store that put it on the shelves, his name is
Is
Zach.
that
There is a few left, Ryan. So there's probably less than 10 of one and 12 of the other.
so? If everybody, like, I mean, we can say what we can say. It's if everybody's interested in cigars, we do have Battalion Cigars fixing to launch. Um, it's battalionscigars.com. You can look it up on all the socials, Battalion Cigars. You're going to want to get up on the email list because that's going to be our way that when drops happen, especially this first one's probably going to go a little quick, and that's how you're gonna know when it's open for pre-sale, and we're super excited.
I'm
Looking
excited
like
for you.
you know, looking like it's going to be next couple of months. So Um, uh, merch is coming. Um,
What's up, Hickey?
Big League
Thanks for
Bourbon's our
joining.
merch guy. He's been hard at work. Um, and some of the stuff, the designs that are going to come out of this are, dude, they're cool, man. They're just cool. Drops tomorrow. Yeah. So, we'll be pushing that out via all the socials. We'll tag ourselves in it and we'll probably repost it. And yeah, sorry, Chris, I saw your message, but I haven't had a chance to flick it down. What else? No, we're really excited. Um, Bobby's done a ton of work. Um, this wasn't something.
I'm
You
not
know,
sure. I'm not sure a lot of that was actual work,
it
though.
was. It's been work.
No, I
It's
know it
been
was,
work.
but I mean, I'm pretty sure he enjoyed the hell out
Well, I
of
mean, yeah.
all of it. I mean, the going down by Ish and doing all that stuff was probably more enjoyable than it was feeling like work. But the
I
after
don't
the
know,
fact
man. He was
licensing, the
he was
business,
like,
and
dude,
all that's all work.
he was like, it was work. Like, I mean, they went down there. Yeah, they were gonna have some fun, but there was purpose. You know what I mean? And it was one of the I it was it was fun to see him when he came back. The things that he understood in the way that we understood them are now different because of it. Um, just how to go through, that blending process, how to it's how to speak about it in the way that the blenders speak about it. You know what I mean? And that terminology rather than, hey, I get X note or I get Y note. It's more about changes in kind of how the cigar mouthfeel wise. How does the smoke change? You know what I mean? So there can be flavor changes, but you know that's
Hey, Patty, we outside.
I'm trying to be. I can feel the humidity just rising though.
I can't even imagine.
Only what you're used to, I guess, man. You can do all that negative whatever bullshit down there around zero and shit. And I'm like, nope, I don't want none of that. My toes are cold, man.
Hey, you get used to it.
Or you lose
You get
feeling
used to it.
one of the two. So no, he was on his way back. So he's
Yeah,
probably on
we're
his
good.
way back
We're
trying
good.
to. So spirit, yeah. There's something nice about, dude. I want to. I don't even know if I want to do this in order. I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
I might have to do this out of order. Unless it's peated. Maybe I have to save that for last. Unless it's peated. Nah, you know. Those two.
You're in on that lack of color samples.
Oh
Zach pulled
yeah.
these samples out of the box and he goes, "Oh, does that even have color in it?" No, Daddy, he got stuck at work. He'll be here shortly. He just messaged us. He was on his way back to the hotel probably about 4 or 5 minutes ago, and he's very close to the hotel, so we'll let him get in and
He'll be here.
yeah.
He will.
He was
He will be
traveling
here.
for work today, and he
Kind of got stuck.
dealing with a new boss and such, and kind of got stuck a little bit. So.
Oh man.
Went from 83 to 59 in Ohio. Ouch. Hickey,
Oh.
I was just saying what
When?
Bobby said. He was kind of stuck at work. He'll be here a
Oh.
few minutes. We just had to buy him a little bit of time.
Yeah. He was a few minutes out. They were dealing with something with the new boss, and then
Hey, Brian.
so we will see.
Brian, that Frank August is pretty darn good, bud. Pretty good.
Oh, I want to know.
What do you want to know?
I'm just, you know.
Are you still curious about that sample?
Oh, dude, I'm curious about number 2, man.
I'll give you a hint.
No, it's whiskey.
It's whiskey.
How'd you spell it though?
With a W and a
Gotcha.
Y at the end.
Okay.
I don't know what's in the middle.
Oh, gotcha. No ease, huh?
Come on now, I can't give vegan hints.
The first thing I said when I go, I don't cheat.
No, you just opened the box sitting out here on camera. That's crazy.
I did. I got the box.
I'm
Unwrapped it.
looking. I'm looking for the next one. I'm looking for for cooler boxes. I can put little stickers on the box and make it a little more decorative. But
I'm,
I have a bunch of those left over. So
dude. Use what you got, man.
I
You
will.
already sent it. You already sent us some great samples. You know. I'm just hoping. I'm just hoping that I'm just. You know. I'm hoping not for the Canadian curveball.
I'm a little nervous if all Texas lands in the Final Four. Y'all's heads are gonna swell. You know.
No, we got big doorways.
That's good. That's good. You're gonna need them. You're gonna need them.
We don't need anybody else to tell us we're good. We already know we're good.
S.R. Williams, is that the infamous Gunny?
That is the Gunny.
All right. I have heard a lot about you, and I didn't know your
That
name.
is the man, the myth, the collection legend. You know,
Essential oils, Ryan. Essential oils. That's
essentials.
I am. If you cannot tell, I'm extremely into essential oils and hippieism. So
Explains
that's what I ship
explains the
is
dirty
essential.
explains the dirty Adidas flip flops in all the pictures.
That's right. Yep. All
Gotcha.
right. We have a Bobby, and
Hey,
I'm
there
going
he
to move
is.
us around a little bit.
All
There we
good,
go.
buddy. All good.
So-
All good. We got you.
So, yeah, not a whole lot you can do when the vice president says we're going for beer on your first time meeting them. So,
Hey, we get it. We get it. You let us know we're good. We're good.
yep. Sorry about that.
No worries, Bobby. You know what? In actuality, you still got about an hour and a half until people start getting upset.
Yeah, well, an hour and a half. You know what? I'll keep that to myself.
Bad joke for the one that
So
will end up being 2 hours
the
late.
only thing I'm gonna ask you, Jeremy, is that I didn't get a chance to print off any of the stuff. So if you could just give me like a
Yep,
quick rundown of that stuff as we
you
do
got
it, then I can do it as I go.
Okay.
So 3.
So it'll be
Two.
obviously 3 samples.
Yep. I'm just seeing the numbers. I just unboxed them.
Yes. So did Zach.
Yeah.
See, we don't
Well, I
cheat,
had to,
man.
No,
dude, I
no,
thank
I
God they
know.
were in little ones because I brought them through the airport.
Did checked or in your carry-on?
Carry on.
Ooh, risky business.
Well, there's a lot of, well, they're under 3 ounces, so I don't usually get shit. And I go through TSA pre-check and all that stuff.
Okay, so Bobby, I have a question for you now. I haven't.
I
opened it at all.
drank a shit ton of Shiner Bock. I'm just telling you right now.
Ooh, little beer.
And oh no, well, it was a decent amount.
So, okay, so obviously you
Yeah.
both have been on before. You have
Yep.
an idea of how it works. Bobby will give
Yep.
you the categories real quick. If you
Hold
got
on.
something to put them on.
Yep.
Okay, so
Let me.
first one up is generic category, then generic proof or ABV. That is going to be a plus or minus 2. Generic casking. Then we switch to specific category, specific ABV or proof, and specific casking. Then there is an age guess, but we don't want to know what your age guess is.
Tiebreakers.
That's for a tiebreaker.
Yep.
Then a exact distillery and exact bottle. Did I go too fast or are you good?
Nope.
Okay. Perfect.
La, 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 la.
Obviously, keep your samples in order. Don't want to mess that up and guess the wrong
Yep.
stuff for the wrong sample.
You ready to pour?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and pour them out. Let
Okay.
them breathe a hair.
Well, I only have 2 glasses, so I can pour a couple of them out.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Pour 1.
Brian Legend, thanks for joining.
You pouring 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zach is really intrigued with the color or lack of on number 2. He's been talking about it for a minute.
Yeah. So that is distilled water with a hint of ashes.
All right. So I think we covered a little bit of this while we were buying some time here for you, but
Right.
Battalion Cigars email list and whatnot drops tomorrow. Is that what I heard?
Is that what Chris said?
That is what Chris said. Yes.
Okay.
Drops
Then
tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
So we've already mentioned follow us on all the socials.
Absolutely, guys. If you're not following, if any of the mods can drop Battalion Cigars Instagram on there, you don't have a website yet, right? But tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, we have a website. It just hasn't went published yet.
Yep. I did a little searching for it yesterday, and I couldn't find it. So I was assuming that you weren't quite there yet. But email list is going to be the best way to get information
Your name on the
about.
list. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm definitely going to be slower this time than I was the first time. Because I'm coming off a Shiner Bock, and I'm like,
Need to go a little slower. All right.
yeah,
Zach was
I
pretty.
need to readjust my palate a second.
Zach was pretty fast the last time too. He was just. You going to keep the same strategy, Zach?
It's always my strategy.
Little zeitgeist tasting.
It's I don't give myself a chance to second guess.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
I usually go with my the gut, unless there's something that like comes out after it sits for a second.
The only reason I'm taking my time is because I'm trying to reacclimate from Shiner Bock.
That heavy malt. You got some water?
I drank water already.
Okay.
So, yeah, no.
Oh, what did I do over here? Anyways, hey, Joe. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. I hit something over there that made my Instagram screen go dark. So you guys are tasting number one. Good.
Uh-huh.
Let me know when you are ready, both of you.
I'm working on it.
Don't rush. Take your time. It was just saying let me know when you're ready. Joe is prepping some spatchcock chicken.
Oh.
No, you don't want Martin anywhere near a spatchcock chicken. Thank you, Patty.
Cue the cloaca joke.
All right, so who in the comments? Who are we going for in the comments? Are we going for an all Texas Final Four? Or are we going for a little Midwest representation in the Final Four? Martin, Joe is splitting a chicken down the middle, and I believe spatchcock is when you put the bricks on it. Yeah.
Well,
You cut it open, but I think then yeah. There you go, Caesar. We got Midwest. We got one Texas, one Midwest so far. And what is everybody in the comments drinking tonight? Joe is voting for California. All right. Good luck with that. Got another Midwest.
Come on, man. All Texas. Who'd have thunk
There
it?
we go. There's another Midwest.
They're only saying that because everybody from Texas is already.
Oh, nice, Ryan. That Aaron Amarone cask. That sounds good.
Amarone.
And here we go. Going south in the comments.
Oh, Travis.
Joe, I hope you see that comment. Or was that for Martin?
I think it's for Martin.
Uh-oh. Joe's coming over.
Right.
Gunny is drinking the Balcone single malt. Excellent. Good choice, buddy.
Okay, I am I'm down for one.
Zach is ready to go. Whenever you are, Bobby, let me know.
All right.
Not rushing you. This is there isn't any more truer statement than that, Travis. You if it wasn't for the gutter, your mind would be homeless. Whiskey Acres, Master Reserve Bourbon, excellent, sounds good. Wait, hold, time out. Rye M Legend, fresh cracked a 17-year from Old P. Yet, how long has that been on the market? Is it sold out? Where do I find it? Because I need that in my life. Randall with the water. K&L still available. Excellent. Thank you. I know K&L does not ship to me, but I think we can find ways around that. Man, that sounds awesome, bud. I love Old P, and I think the oldest one I got is like 7+.
All right, that's as good as I'm going to get.
Bobby is where he's going to be. All right, let's break this
yeah,
down.
I'm not pulling any memories that's going to make any difference at this point.
Zach, let's start with you.
Oh, you want to go ahead and take them down?
Yep, take the guesses.
Okay. I got a rye. Generic proof. I got 95. I think it's new oak. And you can pretty much copy the same thing down for a specific. I didn't change. I don't know, man. I took a wild guess. I guess Sazerac for a distillery, and baby Saz for a freaking bottle, which I don't think it is, but we threw something out there.
Got it. Bobby.
I also had a rye. I had a generic proof of 114, new cask. Specific ABV was 116. New oak. And I know it's absolutely not this, but I was just on a brain walk. I put Wild Turkey and I put Wild Turkey Rare Breed. But I don't think it's that at all. The only thing I could get in my head was Michter's, Pikesville, and Wild Turkey, and I was like, it ain't none of those.
So Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was barrel spice or if it comes.
I don't know because I have so much freaking beer on my mouth. I don't know if I'm getting proof from.
It was kind of it's one of those. It was one of those that it's either hiding its proof very well, or it was just a ton of rye and barrel spice in the back.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of barrel spice in there. All right.
Very good. All right, moving on. Number 2.
Water. Smells like water. Yum.
Hey, Walt, thanks for joining. Mark Twain Riverboat. I'm assuming that is a cigar.
Oh, Lord. Oh, goodness gracious. That's lovely.
I don't know how you even taste stuff with a cigar, Zach. That's crazy.
The only reason I don't have a cigar doing this is
You're
because I didn't have time to bring my.
You didn't have time. You didn't have time to go to the lounge.
Yeah. No. I'll tell you what. When you do it regularly, the cigar brings out notes that you're used to.
Yeah, like that's your. Cigars are kind of like your zero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, your Battle Sight Zero does that.
Yep. Well, Zach really likes sample 2.
Oh, I do
Oh.
too. Delicious. Definitely.
Oh,
Excellent.
okay. There it is. Mm. We're gonna go.
Water for the win. I'm kind of at a loss for words here. I don't know how to fill the dead air here. What should I drink? There we go. That'll spark some comments. In the comments, tell me what I should pour.
Hey, specific ABV and generic ABV are worth the same, aren't they?
They're worth the same points. Yep.
Yeah.
So they're each worth 1. Yep. Ooh. That's not a horrible suggestion, Mike.
Which one though?
I
That's
have
the
Arcana.
question.
I have Arcana.
Is that the only one you have?
That's the only peat monster I have.
Oh. It's one of my favorites. But I think it's the least representative of what Peat Monster actually is, though.
Okay, sure. I always thought it was one of the best peated whiskeys I had ever had.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yeah. So something Lost Lantern Spicy says.
Oh,
here we go. I like Caesar's comment. I have no idea what it is. Shelf 3, front row. 2 bottle.
Shelf 3, row 2, bottle
1,
3,
2,
front row.
Well, 3 from the bottom, or skip the glass shelf. 1, 2, 3. It's the same thing either way. Row 2, bottle 3. Row 2, bottle 3.
Ooh.
All right. It ended up being Westland Sherrywood, Caesar.
Oh.
And I'm going to enjoy it in my new, where's the camera?
Oh, Lord.
Barbells and bourbon glasses. Glass. I like that when people just start naming off shelf and row and bottle, and I can be completely random.
Okay. I'm ready for you.
I'm done.
All right, Bobby, we'll start with you. And Joe, I don't know if he's still not feeling the greatest. He's probably a little tired.
Nice.
All right. Whenever you're ready, Bobby.
Okay. Generic category, Scotch proof. Generic proof, I have 92. Cask used. Specific ABV, I still had 92. Cask, ex-bourbon. And let's see, exact bottle, I put Ardbeg Ugadal.
I do not know how to spell that, so I'm going to put the short name and call it Oogie.
Oogie. Oogie.
That's right.
Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna go Scotch. I guessed 2 on proof this time. I went 2 different directions because I think this one's hiding it a little well. I got 108.
Generic is
Gener-
108.
No, generic is 108. I got refill generic cask, and then specific I got Highland Scotch. I got 100. I went down a little bit. I got a second fill ex bourbon for a specific cask. Distillery. I'm sorry, I blanked on the freaking name, even though I own a bunch of them. SMWS 39. Just write SMWS 39. I'll figure out what it is eventually. And yeah, I just put it as an SMWS bottle for exact.
All right. I'm curious
It's
now.
lovely though.
I don't know
It's
that one off
lovely.
the top of my head. What is it?
So it's lovely though.
It's really good.
39. Distillery 39 from SMWS is Linkwood. Yeah, there you
Linkwood.
go.
Fuck, dude.
Thank you, Martin.
I was like, no, it's not Glenlawson, Zach. Wrong one. Oh yeah. I take that, man. Somewhere in that family, man. That was wonderful. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you bet.
I'm glad I got most of that left.
So we on to 3?
You are on to 3. Go ahead. I'm just tallying up points here.
All right. Well, if he's tallying, that's
That means there's at least a point.
We scored something.
Hey, I'm gonna score some whiskey and cigars at Renegade Cigars as soon as we're done here.
Oh yeah, have you been by there? How was the locker? Was the locker a couple months full? Awesome.
Okay.
So
3.
last
I don't remember which week it was. I'm trying to think here. It was 5/15. There was a sample that the casking on it is extensive. We have a situation like that again. If you can give me 2 for the specific casking, if you can give me 2 of the casts in it, that will be sufficient.
okay. So I guess we both just got generic casking on that one, huh?
On sample 2?
That's on sample 2.
No, the sample that you're on now is the one that I was talking about the casking.
Yeah. So basically, you just gave us generic casking for free.
Maybe.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to pour more of this.
Hold on.
I'd kill for an oyster cracker right now.
Oyster cracker, your palate reset.
Yeah.
I know he posted a thing today. Said he was kind of on the mend or whatever, but I'm betting his body is tired and he is probably just crashed out. And if I know Texas, it was probably warm today.
Where's he at?
Austin.
Well.
Oh, and it was storming too.
Oh, was it? Yeah, you're probably the closest one to him, Randall.
I was
Yeah, Westland. I'm so upset that Westland discontinued their heritage line because this sherry wood is good.
They never mixed. They should have done a blend with the peated and the sherry and put it out as a Westland blend. If you've never done that, it's fantastic.
It's right here. So their flagship is a blend of all three of the heritage line. So it's peat, it's sherry, and it's new oak. So. Oh, Joe! Ouch! That's a thing right there.
That's not going to happen to either one of us. We've both done that before, and we regretted it. My beard is very small compared to what it used to be, and so is Zach's hair.
Yeah, this is a year's worth of me being fucking patient. I'm not doing that shit again.
Well, this is not. This is like just a couple months for me, but
I mean, you know.
Yeah, when you do silly stuff like that, then you regret it afterwards. It's like,
it's terrible.
Because then it's the game of trying to get it back. Adrian's with you guys. No hair cutting. And Joe says you're no fun. Oh, now here's a twist.
Okay. It's the dumbest thing I've ever read.
Leave it to Martin.
That is the dumb. I didn't realize he could post a comment that was worse than all of his God, how do I say it nicely? Just because I'm on your channel, his pegging stories. Of all things, Martin. I mean, my God.
I was going to say something like we didn't hear any of that this past weekend, but we did. I think at least once.
Okay.
It wouldn't look much different, Ryan. I'd be like, there'd be a little bit of hair here, and that's about all I get. Frosted tips. Yeah, you were shy this weekend, I know. I'm not highlighting that one, Travis. Or Caesar. Whose beard is epic? Thank you for changing the topic, Spicy. You're a saint and a scholar. Now it really went down the tube.
Okay.
I don't have a beard.
Okay.
Oh, you have a beard? Yeah.
All right.
It's been a long time since I've had an actual beard. Yeah, Viking beard.
I'm like as much as I can do on that. I can't even cleanse my palate anymore. So.
Oh.
I know that I don't know this.
I think I have a guess. I have a guess about what this is.
Bobby, if I did my job, neither one of you know it. If I did my job, neither one of you know it.
Okay.
Oh, and that was a little one, Martin.
All
That's
right.
the story of his life.
Okay, yeah. As soon as that left, I was like, oh, I kind of want that back, but no. Zach, go ahead and start him off.
Okay. I think it's a Scotch. Proof around 100. Generic casking, oak. Specific. Specific. I got a Highland. 100 on the proof. It's kind of what I think it is. I can only remember a few of them. So I think we got an ex bourbon in there. I think there's a sherry in there. I think there was a new oak in there, and I think there was an ex rye in there. I got to leave 4 of the others. I think one of them was in from like Chinquapin oak, whatever that was. That's like South American oak. Start throwing shit and see if it hits the wall.
Have we don't know if we've even had a Scotch yet, there, Martin.
Um, for my guess, I'm going to die on the hill with this guess because that's what it tastes like and kind of goes along with what you said. Rasse, the Rasse, and it was whatever that inaugural release was with like the 6 different casks. There were like
Okay.
new oak casks, there were used oak casks.
Yeah. All right. You said oak for your generic casking. What kind of oak? New, used. What do you got? What do you got? I think I have that on the bottom of the sheet. Yeah.
There's both. I think there's both.
Okay. New and used.
I said.
Yeah, I heard that. Yep, I got
my
it.
specific.
I got you.
I.
All right, Bobby.
All right. I also had a Scotch. My generic proof was 86. My generic cask was used oak. I had a specific ABV of 88. Specific cask, I had an ex bourbon refill sherry. The exact bottle or distillery, I wasn't for sure on the bottle, but the only thing I could come up that it reminded me of was a Bruichladdich. And I didn't have a bottle guess because I know it wasn't the classic Latte, and that's the only bottle I know. So
okay, gotcha.
We're gonna get sued.
canceled. You canceled.
Yeah, can't cancel.
Copyright infringements.
I don't know.
Right.
Okay.
That's when you go do scooterly do scooterly do.
Gotta be pour a little bit more in number 2, man, because that was.
All right, which of the 3 samples did you guys like the most?
Oh, 2.
Both of you like number 2 the most.
Oh, dude, come on, man! It's light, it's floral, it's fruity.
It was really nice. I liked it as soon as I first poured it.
Confectioner sugar. It's like ex bourbon fucking. It's my lane.
Yeah, I liked it as well. It was
really
easily
good.
My favorite of the 2, of the 3.
All right, so number 2 is both y'all's favorites. So we will start with bottle number 2, sample number 2, and we will do the reveal. The score on this one is 2-4.
Nice.
Zach, you scored 2.
Ooh,
Bobby, you got
shit.
4.
Wow. Awesome.
It is okay. So you
You
guys
got
both
3.
said Scotch, and I'm assuming you mean single malt. But you said Scotch, so I went with Scotch. You both got the point for that because it is Scotch. Generic ABV. Zach, you said 108. Bobby, you said 92. You hit it right on the head. 92. You both said used cask. You are correct. It is used cask. Specific category. Zach, you said Highland Scotch. Bobby, you said Scotch again. So neither one of you are actually correct on that. The specific category is blended malt.
Oh. Awesome.
Specific ABV. Bobby, you stuck with the 92.
92.
You kept that point. Zach, you said 100. Specific casking. Zach, you said second fill. Bobby, you said ex bourbon. There is another cask in there for both of you. No second fill, actually. It is all the used bourbon is first fill, and then there's sherry as well.
Okay.
Exact distillery. You said 39.
Yeah, which is Linkwood.
There is a good portion of Linkwood in this bottle. It is at 29.1% of that bottle is Linkwood. Bobby, you said Ardbeg. Guessed
So what
Oogie.
what you're getting at? So what you're getting at? This is a Compass box.
This is a Compass box, and it is Compass Box Orchard House.
Crazy.
So distillery on this one. I'm actually going to give you both a point on that. So it still stays the same as far as points goes. You each go up one. Because this is the distilleries in it. You have 30.6% of it is Kleinlich, and I'm just going to read how they put it down. 24.9% Linkwood, 14.2% Linkwood, 12.6% Benrinus, 6.4% Kleinlich, 6.6%. Now they didn't say specifically, but they said from a distillery near Abelauer. 2.4% Coila, and 2.4% their Compass Box's Highland blend, which I'm assuming is Kleinlich and Linkwood and
It's
maybe
their
a couple others.
proprietary one that
Yeah,
they
I,
like
I
keep
don't
on
think they
hand,
tell you what their blend is
and
ever.
they put it into the French oak casks.
Yep.
It's,
So
okay, cool.
So you're each getting that point, Bobby. But Zach, for you to be able to call out Linkwood, tasting Linkwood in there, and I think if you think about the waxiness of it, you would probably pull Kleinlich as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. Okay, so then moving on to number 3. Sample number 3. I forget what it is. Okay, so generic category. You both said Scotch again. I'm assuming you meant single malt. You were both wrong, actually.
Is it Irish?
It is Irish.
I was battling that like crazy because I kept thinking, I was like going back and forth. That's why I was struggling. I was like, man, that feels like there's an Irish in there. It seemed a little bit. I was trying to figure out, like, was that Scotch punch something else? So I'm okay with that because I was battling. I just didn't want to second guess myself. Because Scotch was first, and then like I drank water and I came back to it. And I was like, God, that tastes Irish.
And it's funny, like, okay, so Irishes can play so lightly.
Yeah.
But they can also mimic Scotch single malts pretty well.
Oh, definitely.
Especially if they're they're not triple distilled.
Right. Okay, so ABV generically, Zach, you said 100. Bobby, you said 86. It is actually at 92. Generic casking. Zach, you said new and used. There's no new oak in this one. Bobby, you said used. It is all used, so you got a point there. Specific category, we went with zeros for both of you, Scottish single malt and Highlands.
And ABV.
Yep. ABV and proof, you guys stayed roughly about the same, so we're at zeros there. Specific casking, I said at the beginning, there's a plethora of casks. If you can pull two, you got it. You both got ex-bourbon and sherry, and you are both correct. There is ex-bourbon and sherry in both of them. Exact distillery, Isla Race, and Bruichladdich, neither one. It is actually
Milton
the distillery is Cooley.
or Cooley.
Nice.
Yeah,
The bottle is Teeling single malt. This is an older bottling of Teeling, so it is still using the Cooley juice. There is rumors of up to 23-year-old Cooley single malt in this blend. And the casking on it is ex-bourbon, sherry, port, Madeira, white Burgundy, and Cab Sauv.
Huh. You know that
How
Cab
the-
Sauv makes sense though. That Cab Sauv makes sense because it has that really big earth tone. That comes from that Cab Sauv.
I'm thinking that was that spiciness you were pulling off as new
Yeah,
oak
that
was
earth tone would make that feel like that.
Yep.
Well,
So for that particular one, it was a 1-2. So at the
So it's
final
six,
end of the 4-7.
7-4.
4-7. And that means Mr. Bobby representing the Midwest moving on for 6-12. And you will be going against Caleb, the TX Whiskey Geek.
Cool.
Zach, I have to tell you, I almost 100% thought you were going to pull Compass Box Orchard House on that sample for sure.
We both loved the hell out of it, but I just didn't get an apple note.
Yeah, I didn't get the apple.
I didn't get an apple note at all.
I didn't get the fresh orchard. I got all the Linkwood, which is all.
Wait a minute. We missed a sample here, guys.
Yeah, we still got one.
We didn't do one, which you both scored 0 points on.
Oh, so then it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even matter. But I kind of want to
What
do
is
this
it?
because
it?
you guys are gonna shit yourself when you hear what it is. All right, so you both said rye. That is not correct. It is actually a bourbon.
Bourbon.
Generic ABV. Zach, you said 95. Bob, you said 114. It is actually at 100 proof. Generic casking. You both said new, but it's finished. So that it's new and used. Specific category specifically would be a straight bourbon finished or finished straight bourbon. Specific ABV, you stuck with 95. You went up a little bit, 116. It's at 100. Specific casking, again, you both said new. It is the secondary cask on it is a orange infused sherry barrel. So very similar to VDN, but what they do is they take oranges, they macerate them in the barrel, and then they dump that and fill it with sherry.
That's crazy how that gave a really, really signature rye spice on it.
So, I'm going to tell you something when I'm done with going through this. Zach, you said Sazerac and the 6-year Sazerac. Bobby, Wild Turkey Rare Breed. It is actually Driftless Glen Bourbon de Naranja.
Oh. Man, I wouldn't have been able to guess that. I was just, the thing is, you get into something.
Holy shit! Smell it again. Smell it now.
Which one is that? Number one.
Number one. Number one. Fucking pour it, dude. Oh, it's fucking orange.
Okay, so when I bought this bottle,
fucking chocolate orange. It's chocolate orange on the fucking nose.
I cracked it open. I took a sip and I couldn't drink any more of it. I was done. That is Dayquil in a glass and I cannot handle it. It was thick, it was syrupy, it was that medicinal orange, and I'm like, whoa. It has grown on me since. It has gotten better being open and all of that kind of stuff. I will tell you this, it makes one of the best old fashions I have ever had in my life.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah. Incredible old fashioned.
Dude, and you know what? I can add something to it. Have you ever heard of Grandpa's Cheese Barn in Ohio?
No. I have not.
Okay, what's in the top 100 places to visit in America? But
Okay.
whatever, they make their own ciders. And this last weekend, we went there and got their red raspberry cider, the absolute best sweetener for an old fashioned I've ever had. A teaspoon of that instead of any other sugars was delicious. And it doesn't taste like what you would think because it's
Okay.
been cidered. So delicious. But I think of that and this, what you're saying. Because you think of the orange and you think of the cherry. Yeah. My brain's stewing because we're talking cocktails.
So I'm wondering, you guys didn't pick up the apple on the Orchard House because of the orange in this bourbon. Not knowing that you got the orange, but the orange played funny, right?
Very well could have.
So
It's
Well,
all vanilla.
this is a super fun whiskey because this throws
No,
people
but we
off.
did number 2 first.
No, you
No,
drank
we did
number one
first.
first.
That's
Yeah.
right. We did do.
We just revealed number 2 first.
That's right.
I wanted to drink number 1 first. I mean, I wanted to drink number 2 first. I think if we would have gone,
you looked at color and said, "I think we got to go in a different order."
I was once I smelled them and I knew that it wasn't peated. I was like, I want to do that one first.
Yeah. Well, I didn't smell any of them. I just poured them and went to it. I didn't smell until it was.
No.
Until we said
And I listen. I poured them at the same time you did, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm stuck with like 2 hotel glasses.
Proofs. It's always proofs.
Always proofs.
Fucking proofs.
So,
I'm so bad at proof. I don't.
All right. Well, that was really fun.
Well, congratulations. We knew one of us was going through, so it doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? What's good here though is Battalion Cigars won no matter what. All right. So, yes. So, Bobby, we will see you again on 6/12. Which I am. Brandon's and Marshall's. God damn it! Because Martin's here, I did it. Brandon's and Marshall's samples went out, and they should be getting them soon. Yours will go out tomorrow. Do you want me to send them to your house again, or your normal address again? All that, okay. I know you're kind of in the middle of doing things, so.
Well, I'll be out if you send them out tomorrow. They'll get there next week. I'll be home next week, but the following week I'm going to come back to Texas.
Okay, perfect.
So I'll get them when I'm there.
Well, shit. Congrats, Bobby, for real. Dude, I just missed the apple, dude.
Yeah.
Well, dude, listen, we both talked about how much we like
hair.
Compass Box and we like Orchard House. It's literally like now that I do Scotch, I take people there. And
so for me, it is almost 100% always the bottle that I go when somebody says I don't like Scotch because I don't like that smoky crap. That's what you get. Or I'm really curious to try Scotch. What's easy to get into?
Absolutely. That bottle
almost,
is converted.
It is a conversion bottle for sure. 100%.
It's so easy. It's so easy for them to. Oh, this is what it can be. It's just, man, I'm so glad that they added it to the core lineup.
And for Compass Box fans, by the way, they have the batch number on here. This is the 180122. So
they're pretty consistent.
Yeah, they have a second batch on the detail sheet that you can pick from. It really looks roughly the same. I'm assuming it's probably super similar. Caesar,
but I knew that was damn Linkwood though.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually really impressed that you pulled that out of it, and like, I knew I was giving you guys the points on it anyways, but to be able to even pull a distillery out of a blend like that is pretty impressive. And it's like you're talking 30% or less of the whole volume of the bottle is.
I love that distillery. It's that heavy vanilla note, you know.
Yeah. The only reason I can pull out Klein Leash in that one is because it's got that waxiness to it that Klein Leash is just
Yeah.
does a fantastic job at
It's
getting.
like that honey. It's a little bit of honey. It's like, but it's super mouthfeel waxy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the good
So,
stuff, man. Thanks, Germ.
hey, thank you guys. Thank you for joining, Bobby. Thank you
Yep.
for smashing that in real quick. Go out and get
Oh yeah,
yourself a
no, no.
cigar. I know you want one.
Oh yeah.
Awesome, dude.
All right, and
All right.
everybody in the comments and over on Instagram, thank you for joining and checking it out. We got Bobby moving on to the next round. And next week, 6-5, we got Rough Spirits Marshall going up against officially Duckworth Brandon for the first of the final four. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Mary.